Well, it's good for you to join me once again, everybody. You'll have to excuse my silliness for a bit there. Just a little thing that I made on my spare time. The retractable telescope. It's made of plastic, really. It's quite a nifty little object to have at hand. But anyhow, let's not dilly-dally, as I always say. Let's get right into the facts. I've got another question of the day for you, so let's see what it is. I see. Now this one is from a returning question asker, Ian. And he says, Dear Dr. Cortex, thank you so much for answering my question about wormholes. And well, thank you very much, Ian. It was an honor answering your question for you. Now, I have another question for you. I recently did a Google search on black holes and such, and I stumbled upon singularities. What are these singularities? And do black holes have singularities? Well, Ian, you're going right ahead, because that is a very interesting term to study. But a singularity is considered the utmost epicenter of black holes. Think of it as the very center of a donut. Alright, you have your donuts and you have all the dough that's in it. But what if the crevice that was in the center of the donut was filled with mounds and mounds of dough, instead of it just being a simple hole? That is what a singularity is. The very center of a black hole. Now, this singularity is the utmost, highest pressure point of a black hole, so much as to say that it is, how do I put this? Very phenomenal, in lack of a better term. The singularity point, in fact, bends space and time as we know it. Now, all of this talk about singularities and stuff is only a collection of theories. We do not know more about these black hole things, but as science progresses, we will certainly learn more. Well, other than that, thank you very much, Ian, for the question. Another remarkable thing to think about. But that segues us right into the lesson plan for today. For today, we are going to talk about the wonders of black holes. Let's see. I have some data for you, as always, and there is always space dust in my mouth for some reason. Good gosh. Please, get out, space dust. Thank you. Right. So, I'm sure that you remember from the last video, we were talking about a star's life cycle. And I specifically noted that when a really big star dies, it has the chances of becoming a nebula, or it can become a supernova, a really large collection of gases that could collapse in on itself and form one of these babies. Now, black holes themselves are dense regions in space where all matter and light are pulled inward. They are pulled inward. Not even light can escape its grasp. And quite frankly, these black holes, although they are black as we visualize them, they are not visible, for they are invisible. They're just little collections of gravity pulling in things constantly, eating up all of this spacey-wacy stuff. Now, usually, like I said, they form after supernovas, and they can be located near the centers of several galaxies. Of course, not all stars are in the centers of galaxies, but a lot of black holes are generally found near the centers of galaxies. Now, there are 3 types of black holes that we must cover. One is called the atomic black hole. And as the name suggests, it is only as small as an atom. But do not be fooled by its size. Although this invisible little speck in space may be small, it actually has the mass of a very large mountain, larger than Mount Everest. Quite in fact. Can you hear that wind? Oh my word. Must be a solar flare again. That's what's generating all this space dust, probably. Now, being it that these atomic black holes are small, it is quite rare to detect. But we have found some black holes at this size. Now, the next level, we go up one level, we go to our stellar black holes. Now, these stellar black holes have the mass of 20 suns. Think about how big the sun is, multiplied by 20, there you go, you have a stellar black hole. Now, scientists say, including myself, that this could be the most common type of black hole, and it's rather logical to say so. I mean, it's not too small, it's not too big, it's just right to suck up all that matter. Good thing we have stellar black holes, yes? Now, we go to the next level. That is the supermassive black holes. Now, these supermassive black holes aren't ones to be toyed with either, but for good reason. These have the mass of over 1 million suns. They're incredibly huge, and they're located in almost every galaxy center. As a matter of fact, our galaxy, the Milky Way, it also has a big black hole at the very center, and it's actually called, the black hole actually has a name. It is called Sagittarius A, and it is about 4 million times the size of the sun, and it can actually hold a few million Earths in its grasp. So you don't want to be going near our center of our galaxy. And obviously, like I said, these supermassive galaxies are millions of times bigger than Earth. But, thankfully, the sun, which is a star, will never turn into one of these big black holes, because quite frankly, our sun is too small. Keep in mind that these black holes only form in drastic measures. You might remember from our last lesson, when those big stars form into supernovas, then they would have the chance to form into black holes. Otherwise, they would just fade out and disappear and either form a neutron star or a white dwarf star. But, thankfully, we won't have to worry about these in the near future, so to say. But, my friends, that is black holes. Well, I actually said that wrong. Those are black holes. Those are black holes. I really need to work on my English, but we're going to get through it, aren't we? Now then, enough of all this talk about black holes and stars and such. I've got a little something for you. Of course, at this time, it is one of my very own Cortex challenges. Let's see what is in store for us, shall we? Oh, well, practical. Good. So, I'm sure that many of you know that on a long journey like this one, you're going to need some supplies. So, I'm encouraging every one of you to create a short supply list for your spacey-wacy journeys, wherever they may take you. I'd say about a good 10 items on your list should do it. 10 of the most needed items on any spaceman's journey. Of course, you have to remember your essentials, and you have to remember something that might keep you entertained on the way. But this is what every astronaut and space explorer needs in order to explore the cosmos above. Now then, enough about challenges and such. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes of our next topic, provided by the lovely computer. Let's see what you've got here. Ah, yes, another piece of paper, as always. And it looks like on the next segment, we are going to talk about Alpha Centauri, our nearest starry neighbor, as a matter of fact. Well, my friends, I've surely enjoyed this talk with you. Big shout out to Ian for providing another riveting question of the day. Good question, my lad. And keep on sending those question of the days, or questions of the days. I think I phrased that right. Yes, I think I did. So, if you want to know how to send your question of the days, please feel free to submit them below in the comments section. Who knows, your question might be featured on the next video. And with that, my friends, I bid you ta-ta in 3, 2, 1.